people will like, you know, if you're into the science aspect of things, or you like scientific things. Today's vape review is on Vape Barrel. Now, the cool thing about this, and the reason why I mentioned the science thing, is because this company was started by two lifelong friends in Southern California. They call themselves the Mad Scientists, mainly because they're always basically working, trying to refine their flavors, their ingredients, getting the best ingredients that they can to make the best type of juice that they can. Their labels, if you can see, are basically based on the periodic table of elements. Even if you're not a huge science fan, just the fact that they are matching it up to that is actually kind of cool, as far as, you know, trying to be detailed with that. Each one, going by their flavor line, does have their, I guess you can say, their abbreviation for it, plus the number that they are on the chart. This one is PU, which is plutonium, at number 94. There is their logo on the top. It has their warning, 18 and over only, as far as for your nicotine. It has your ingredients right there, along with made in the USA, plus your percentage right there, if you can see that one. Now, they do offer in their flavor profile, they do offer two different percentage mixings of the VG to the PG. They do a 60-40 and a 70-30. Now, for instance, on plutonium, it's a 70-30 in a 6% nic, a 70-30 in a 3, and a 70-30 in a 0. So on the 0, and I did check, I believe, on these other ones here, the 0 nic MG is going to be the 70-30 mix, so that you're getting a fuller flavor and better cloud production with no nic. So I guess, like, that's their kind of way of just being fair about everything and ensuring that you're going to get the full effect and enjoyment out of each and every vape. They do offer 3 different bottle sizes on their website, which is at thevapebarrel.com. There are 4 flavors total: plutonium, californium, neptunium, and krypton. And being a comic book fan, the krypton kind of popped out in my head. I was like, oh, hey, that's kind of cool. Their 3 sizes is a 15 mil for $9.99, a 30 mil for $24, and a 120 mil for $74.99. It also comes in 4 different nic levels: a 0, a 3, a 6, and a 12. So if you're a hardcore vapor and you like the high nicotine, these may not be strong enough for you. However, in general, most vapors, at least ones that I deal with and that I know pretty well, they're all within about the I would say the 6 to 12 range at the most. So this line would definitely fit. The flavor profiles are actually, they all sound pretty decent. The plutonium is a mango strawberry lemonade. The californium is a peaches and cream tobacco, but it has a kiss of blueberry cinnamon along with it. The neptunium is an English toffee, which, as they put it, makes love to a vanilla cupcake. And the krypton is a blueberry menthol and coconut, which normally wouldn't be something that I would think of that mixes well, but you know, it works for them. Now, I do apologize to the Vape Barrel. I do apologize to your viewers out there. As many of you know, I am not much of a tobacco person. When I switched over from cigarette smoking to vaping, I tried to basically stay away from anything that was directly tobacco or cigarette flavored. So the californium, the peaches and cream tobacco, I did not try. I will be honest with you. I try to stay away from anything of that flavor because that's the main reason why I got away from cigarettes. So I do very much apologize for that one. However, the californium, this one, if you do like tobacco, this is a peaches and cream, and like I said, it does have a kiss of a blueberry cinnamon style to it. So definitely, it sounds good. Don't get me wrong. However, I try not to do tobacco flavors. So again, for that Vape Barrel, even though you folks were most gracious to send me all 4 of your flavors, I do apologize. That is one flavor that I can't do. However, the 2 that I really stuck on is the plutonium and the neptunium. Now, the plutonium, I'm sorry, no, the neptunium, the English toffee makes Makes Love to a Vanilla Cupcake. This one I liked mainly because it had a custard taste to it, but it wasn't overly it wasn't a creamy custard. It had that thickness of a vape to it, so it had a very solid flavor to it in that sense. Now, could I pick out the specific toffee and the cupcake? Not really. It did have a very sweet. There is almost a caramel type flavor on the inhale, but then you end up getting the vanilla afterwards. So I enjoyed it very much. It was a very fulfilling vape. This one I could definitely see doing as an all-day vape, absolutely, without any problems. The other three that I tried, the Krypton, the Plutonium, and the Neptunium, they all vape very clear. Again, that's one thing that I do get impressed by, because it doesn't mess up your wick, it doesn't clog up or crystallize all over your coils, and it keeps your cotton from getting all dark colored and syrupy looking and everything else like that, so that's always a good thing. But the Neptunium one had a very solid, thick flavor. They all come in solid glass bottles, child safety caps, and there are seals on them, as I showed you with the Californium. There is, if you can see it, there is a plastic safety seal, and these are sealed. I mean, these aren't just the second you touch them you can rip them off. I mean, they take steps to make sure that these are solidly sealed so that the safety of these are intact. So again, if at any time, shop owners, customers, anybody, if you come across a bottle that doesn't have a plastic seal, or it's already broken, be very cautious of it. The one that I liked, just because it had a much lighter taste to it. It wasn't super fruity, but it had a very crisp summertime drink feel to it. Is of course the Plutonium, which is the mango strawberry lemonade. So it definitely has that summertime lemonade feel to it, which makes it a fun vape. Like I said, it's not overly fruity. It's not something that's superly sweet, like you're basically having a drink mix that somebody overdid the sugar ratio to it. But it is definitely a very light, crisp vape to it, as far as for an enjoyable all-day vape without basically taking over or making you feel like you're going to be sick because you vaped it too much. So again, on 56 to start. You see all that? Definitely good on the clouds. Great cloud production. You definitely get more of a lemonade aftertaste to this. The mango strawberry is mixed in there. I did notice, and I don't know if they did it intentionally, but if they did, it's actually really cool. On some vapes, I would get the mango to start with, and then it led into the strawberry, and I don't know if it's just a mental thing with me, but then there are other times when it would feel like the strawberry took over first, and then it melded into the mango. So if you get used to it, and that's what you start training yourself to be looking for in the flavor, maybe it does do it that way. But if they did design it to be able to switch off, I mean, obviously you can't set it so that each vape is different, but if the mixture is just right, that it kind of plays off back and forth, that's an awesome job, Vape Barrel. Great job on that one. Yeah. You cannot complain about the clouds. For this line, all the other three that I tried, cloud production, automatic 10. Great cloud production. Just to try for the sake of the video, I'm going to take it up to 65 just to see. Oh yeah. Obviously it definitely does make a difference, because the warmer the vape, the better cloud production depending on your VG ratio. As you can tell, it definitely makes a difference here. It definitely kicks out a lot more clouds. It is a bit of a warmer vape, but the flavor definitely is more of a kick in your mouth, so you definitely get a much fuller flavor out of that. Very nice. And again, like I said, it's not overly sweet. It's not too much of a fruity flavor to it. It's just enough that you really do feel like you are just sitting back on a picnic table at the park or something like that, and you have a glass of lemonade with you. Mango strawberry is a definite nice combination. It's not overpowering on either side. It's just the right mix between the two, where you get a sweet, juicy flavor to it. The English toffee makes love to a vanilla cupcake on the Neptunium. Again, like I said, I mean, I wasn't good enough that I could decipher the specific differences between the flavor, but it definitely had a very creamy caramel, like a caramel start with a very nice cream finish to it. So that one I can definitely see being an all-day vape, where it's just a comfortable, just a mellow vape, and you just enjoy it, you know, whenever you decide to use it. The Krypton, I wanted to like it. I did. I like blueberries. I like coconut. You definitely get that taste in there. The undertone of the coconut basically is just enough that you definitely taste it, but it doesn't overtake. In my opinion, blueberry is a stronger flavor, but a coconut has a much more distinctive taste to it. However, the menthol was what did it for me. As I stay away from tobacco, I've never been able to handle menthol in any degree, whether it's a small amount, large amount, but I can deal with that better than I can a tobacco flavor. So for the sake of the testing, I at least tried the Krypton. If you like menthol at all, I mean, even just the slightest bit, if you like it, that will definitely be a good choice for you, because it does have a little bit of a fruit to it. It does have the coconut aftertaste on it for something a little different on a change-up. And the menthol kick is just enough that it gives you that little crisp on the intake when you are vaping on it. Overall, it's a very, very solid line. These guys are definitely handling their business the right way, you know. And like I said, they're always making sure that they have the best quality ingredients going into their stuff. You know, they have their name on this. They want to make sure that the people that are using this, that are vaping this, that you know, it's not making them sick. It's not messing with anything about them. It's not something that they're going to go back to a shop and say, you know what, this juice is just nasty, I want my money back. You know, these guys are always making sure that they're using the best ingredients that they have access to. They're making sure that they're making this properly and the right steps, following all the guidelines and rules that there are out there for making e-liquids. They definitely are paying attention to the detail and quality of their product, and it shows in the product. You know, from the packaging with the solid seals and the child safety caps and everything else, making sure that that's all intact, plus having the ingredient and warning labels, down to the flavor, making sure that it's as fulfilling as possible and that what you're getting is the best quality that they are able to give you. It is definitely an enjoyable line. Again, if your shop doesn't carry it, or you've never heard of it, or haven't had a chance to try it, definitely let your shop owners know, let your local shop know, let people that you vape know, and let anybody know that is able to get access to contact Vape Barrel. Like I said, thevapebarrel.com. You can email them. I believe it's at info@vapebarrel@gmail. They're on Instagram, they're on Facebook. You know, definitely reach out to them. They're more than willing to be able to accommodate what they can to help get their name out there, get their juice out there, because it helps them as much as it helps the vapors in finding a quality product. It helps them get their name out, so people are saying, hey, you know what? Why don't you try these guys? These guys are really good. They know what they're doing. They know their business. Again, this is one of those companies that they're not as huge as some others, you know, but they have the 4 flavors. They offer them in multiple sizes and in different nic levels. But it's enough that they can pay attention and focus on these 4 and make sure that these are the best possible versions of these flavors that they can give you at the moment. You know, if they come across something else that will help enhance that flavor, by all means, you know they're going to do it, because they basically tell you that they will. And, you know, people nowadays, word means everything. They're going to try to keep their word. They're not going to want you to enjoy their line, and then 4 or 5 months down the road you try it again and they said they're using better ingredients, but the juice just all of a sudden just tastes bad to you. They want to ensure that you're always going to fully enjoy their flavors as long as possible. So again, thevapebarrel.com, definitely check them out, guys. I can't thank you enough. I am so grateful and humbled that you afforded me this opportunity to try your flavors. Great line, great solid flavors, great cloud production. Chris at Token Vaping, tokenvaping@gmail.com. I am associated with Cloud9 Vape Shop. anything you guys want to see, anything, you know, email me, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Facebook. I have a Pinterest page. You know, like, follow, subscribe, anything that you guys are willing to do, I am so grateful for. Absolutely. Anything that I can do to help vapors have a better experience, enjoy their vaping ability better, and have better access to better flavored juices and accessories and lines and companies, you know, getting their name out more and helping them flourish as well. You know, that's what it's all about, is just mutual support of all of us. You know, not infighting, not squabbling, not trying to tear each other down. It's just vape love as a whole, you know, a community as a whole. We help support the companies that make the juices that help us enjoy the vaping that much more. It's all about just the community as a whole, guys. So again, you know what? Hit me up. I will do everything I can to help make vaping experience that much more for everybody. Vape Barrel, again, I can't thank you guys enough. Until next time, vape on, vape strong. I'm out.